Hi guys, so today I bring you my high-end makeup must-haves slash starter kit slash my go-to products slash my favourite products kind of video. Basically these are the kind of products that are all high-end products or more on the expensive side of products that are kind of my go-to, and when I'm feeling a little bit fancy I tend to draw towards more because they are really good quality products and I think they suit a lot of people. So I have devised together my high-end starter kit. This is actually a collaboration with Jess from Dazzledust. If you haven't heard of her then you obviously have been living under a rock. I have collabed with her a few times before. If you've been watching my channel for a while you've seen we've done quite a few makeup collaborations. She is a lovely girl and she's very talented. I will have all her links below, so make sure you go check that out, and she is doing a drugstore slash high street version of this video. So if you want to go and see how to make a little starter kit, if you're new to makeup or just looking to put your money in some more high-end products and just have a look at my favourite products basically, then carry on watching I guess. So I've sorted this kind of collection, if you will, in order of how I would put it on my face. So basically we've got me eye. So with me eye I would take MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which is a pro longwear paint pot, and as you can see I am nearing the end of this. If you have like pale skin with lots of veins and things like that, or you just want your eyeshadows to stay on a really long time, I highly recommend this one. This is MAC Painterly. It is a pinker version of their kind of pale skin paint pot. There's also Soft Ochre, which is more yellow toned. I'm not too sure of the darker skin tone one, but I guarantee MAC will have one. So if you're looking for a really good eyeshadow primer, and I think an eyeshadow primer is completely essential to any makeup look. If you watch any of my tutorials, I always use this. Makes your makeup stay on all day. But yeah, just you need this in your life basically. Next we will go on to my favourite part of doing my makeup, which for me personally is my eye area, like the eyeshadows, experimenting with colour, you get the gist. However, if I was to pick one palette from a high-end range that I think would A, suit everyone, B, just you can make any look from it, and out of a high-end thing, it's kind of the best value for money, it is the legendary Urban Decay Naked Palette. As you can see mine is pretty beat up, all of the text has kind of come off, and if I just fold it around because there's a mirror on it, you can actually see a lot of the shades have gone down to their good old pan days, you know how Pan's doing their days. So yeah, I would just say this is like literally a perfect palette. You can create an everyday look, you can create a night look, create a little romantic look, you can create a big dramatic bold smoky eye with this, and the shades in here are amazingly pigmented. This retails for I think around about £37 here in the UK, or £39 if I'm wrong, correct me, but I will have all the links in the down bar on a blog post or wherever I decide to put up this video. But yeah, the eyeshadows are really pigmented, they blend really easily, and it is one handy palette, comes with a mirror, you're good to go in one handy palette. And if you think about it, one MAC eyeshadow retails, I think it was £10 when I first started buying eyeshadows, I think it's now £11. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but it's around that kind of mark. MAC eyeshadows, single eyeshadow pans, I think you get like 3 grams of product. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, you can have so many corrections on this video. Okay, so basically what my point is with this one is the pans are quite big, and I have had this for years. I've probably had this for about 2.5 to 3 years, and I know some people are funny about keeping makeup for a certain amount of time. I'm not, doesn't bother me at all. I never had an eye infection or anything like that, so I literally could not care less. Obviously if you do, fair enough. But the main thing with this is, think about it, one MAC eyeshadow is worth about, no, we're going to go with £10 just to round it up to an even number. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You get 12 shades in this palette. If you were to buy these from MAC individually, that would cost you £120. This is £37. And the shadows are already picked out for you, put it to a palette, so you don't have to go through the stress of choosing your own colours to put in a palette. You get the gist. Everyone needs the Urban Decay Naked Palette. It's literally the most amazing thing in the entire world. How much can I say about a naked palette? Oh my god. So what do you do once you've done your eyeshadow? You go on to either liner, mascara and falsies. I don't have a falsies high-end because I never tried any high-end falsies. However, for liner, I was going to sort of just talk about a MAC liner I tried a few years ago and really enjoyed, and that was the MAC Liquid Last liner. It's a very thin liquid liner, and when I first kind of really got into makeup I was really into like a very thin wing, like a really sharp but thin winged eyeliner. That was my thing. So that eyeliner is really good and has amazing staying power, and the Urban Decay 24/7 Perversion liquid liner that came with like the Book of Shadows palettes, that is an amazing eyeliner. This from YSL is what I've picked because also I have it on hand, but it also is amazing. And it came, these two came in a travel set along with another lipstick that's travel sized. It is a waterproof kohl liner. I have literally, you can see how tiny this eyeliner is. It is a minuscule, absolutely tiny. I always struggle when I put on eyeliner in my inner waterline unless I use Maybelline gel eyeliner, but then I have to pain in the arse trying to find a eyeliner brush to use it with, and it's just a faff. But if I have this, this is the only kohl liner I have ever tried that stays put. My right eye, for some reason, sometimes it just waters a lot. Like, it's nothing to do with makeup because I put on makeup every day and I don't have the same problem every day. But for some reason, every now and again, if it's a bit windy, cold, or, you know, just typical English weather really, then this eye kind of just streams like this from one eye. Just streams from one eye, and it's a pain in my booty basically. This stops it for some reason. I wear this, my eyes don't water, the eyeliner stays put. You need it. You just need it. Then to pair with that, I have my YSL mascara. I've used this in a lot of videos. The only problem now, it's gone quite dry now because I've had it for quite a long time, used it quite a long time, etc. It, surprisingly, it is a bristle brush mascara. It is a very voluminizing, I wouldn't say lengthening, just a very voluminizing mascara if you want to make your lashes look nice and fluffy looking, if that makes any sense. It's just amazing, and it's a really good mascara for blending your false lashes into your natural lashes after you put them on. I just think it's amazing, and of course it's YSL, so figures. Okay, so with a starter kit you would think neutrals. However, I am a girl who believes in experimenting, having fun with makeup, treating it like art, having fun. So I suggest that when you start building up your makeup collection, to go ahead and sort of look at maybe 1 or 2 items that's something special that you can keep special that you can keep in your collection and just have there for when you're feeling a little bit adventurous, when you've got time to play around with makeup. So I chose my MAC Reflex Pearl Glitter. Now the reason I chose this and not another bunch of colourful eyeshadows or a colourful lipstick, blush, etc. is purely because it is pretty much like a white, it's a tiny bit silvery, but I would say it's more on the white side glitter. It's almost like iridescent and it's going absolutely everywhere. The reason I say this is because, say for example, it's so versatile, it's ridiculous. So you can put a tiny bit just on the middle section of your eyelid once you've done kind of like a brown smoky eye, just a tiny bit just to, you know, add some sparkle. You can put it on the inner corner of your eye, put it all over, feeling jazzy. You can even, if you go in on a night out clubbing, I've done this a few times, I actually love the way it looks. It sounds really strange, you're probably going to be like, oh my god, Siobhan, what are you asking me to do? Basically, all you want to do is take a tiny bit of the glitter, kind of tap it off with the back of your hand. It'll go everywhere. I'm not going to lie to you. You'll have glitter everywhere, but who doesn't like glitter? Just tap a tiny bit onto your cheekbones and a tiny bit in the middle of your lips. A tiny bit though, because it can feel quite crunchy. It's just so amazing, so versatile. You can pair it with anything, and everyone needs a bit of glitter in their life. Siobhan's life mottos for you. Okay, so for lipsticks, this was a wee bit of a difficult task for me, as I have a lot of lipsticks, and lipsticks make or break a look, I would say, apart from false lashes. False lashes make everything. So I decided to pick my favourite nude that I think would suit a lot of skin tones, a favourite kind of bold dramatic look, and a favourite kind of pinky kind of vibe, because I think those are 3 kind of main bases you would pick on lips. I mean, no one's really going to try an adventurous purple with a starter kit, even though I want you to. No one's really going to. So these are the 3 colours that I think everyone would look amazing with, or they could kind of find a colour similar in a different tone, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean. So the first shade is unfortunately broken, but I'm going to show it anyway because I have a lot of love for this lipstick, and I can't even open it all the way because it's going to fall off. It's my Burberry lipstick. I don't even know what finish this is. Oh, it's a lip velvet and it's in a peony rose. This is a very high-end lipstick. I actually got this at duty free, so if you happen to go to Stansted Airport, they have a Burberry counter, check out their lipsticks. They are absolutely amazing, and I keep, every time I buy new makeup I'm like, go to Burberry, you love the formula of their lipsticks, and I just completely forget. So put a comment below reminding me to go to a Burberry counter when I get paid. So this is in Peony Rose, and the reason I love this is because it's a nude shade, but it's pink toned. And it just looks amazing. It's one of those, oh, and also it's a magnetic closure. So fun, right? The thing is, it's one of those lipsticks that you could literally just chuck on some mascara and the lipstick and you're good to go. It's one of those lipsticks that just kind of literally just finishes your whole face for you. It just brings out all your best features. It's amazing. The formula lasts for ages as well. It's a very, very long wearing formula. It's a tiny bit drying as in it does set, but in a nice way, if that makes sense. You need to try it out basically. Try Burberry lipsticks. And of course this wouldn't be a high-end video with lots and lots of MAC products. So big warning, there's lots of MAC products coming your way. I'm a big MAC lover. So I've picked two dramatic lipsticks, one kind of pink version and one just like a dramatic lipstick, and I have gone for MAC's Rebel. You should have seen this on me a lot. It is one of my most worn down MAC lipsticks. Doesn't look it from this far away, but it is quite worn down for someone who has a lot of makeup. This is amazing. Every time I wear this lipstick I get so many compliments, it's ridiculous. It looks very, very dark purple in the bullet. When you put it on it's slightly more kind of plummy toned, if that makes sense. I will link blog posts and videos where I've worn these products so you can see them in action. But yeah, it's just a really good lipstick, and if you're looking for something you can wear on a night out, you go into dinner. Oh, and if you're worried about it smudging, just take a piece of tissue, blot it with just like kiss the piece of tissue and then rip the tissue open. So you know when you get loo roll and it comes those two sheets stuck together, peel them apart so you've got a really thin piece of tissue, hold it against your lips and press some face powder on top of it. It will stay on all night, I promise you. Big tip for you. Then we have a pink version, and my pink version that I chose was Girl About Town. Now you probably would have thought I would chose something like Speed Dial, Chatterbox, any of those kind of just a mid-tone pink colour. And the reason I chose this is because it's fun. It's a fun pink lipstick. It's just awesome. It's an amplified lipstick, so it's very, 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 very pigmented. It's just awesome, and this is one of those lipstick I feel also just finishes off the look completely. And I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're kind of one this person who really wants to get into makeup but has no idea where to begin, or you're looking at new things to invest in, and that is the perfect lipstick, I think. And I'm not gonna lie, choosing the lipsticks part of this video did take me roughly about 10 minutes, so I have thought about it, I promise you. Now we've gone on to face, and this is the primer section. For my main primer, this is going to surprise you, but I'm actually choosing my MAC Prep and Prime in Skin Base Visage. I'm not choosing my, what's it called? Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, just because I can only wear that primer on a night out because it can actually break me out, I've found. I do love it, 100%, it makes my makeup stay put, but it's just, I wouldn't wear it every day. This one feels nice on the skin. It's very nourishing, it feels moisturising, it feels like it's working, and it does help prime the skin. I just think it's awesome. I've run out of it, but I also want to mention the Benefit Professional Primer. It is one of the most raved about primers in the entire world. It is amazing. It is best true tried and tested. There we go, came out eventually. It's amazing. The only reason I'm putting this first is because this, I think, suits every skin type. Dry, oily, combination, sensitive. This is your little man right here. This is Dave, the primer. You're going to love Dave. You're going to buy Dave. You're going to appreciate little Dave over here. Anyway, as I was saying, with a Benefit Professional Primer, I wouldn't recommend it to people with dry or more on the really sensitive skin side, just purely because I have that kind of skin type. It's quite normal to combination, if that makes sense. So the actual texture of my skin is quite normal. I get very hormonal breakouts around my chin area, and then kind of in between my eyebrows. I also have a tiny wee bit of milia, which are those very, very small white dots that aren't really spots, and if you pop them, which you really shouldn't, honestly, just kind of exfoliate to get rid of them and put cream on them, because I've tried to pop them before and they turn into massive zips. I get a lot of that around my mouth, chin area, and a little bit kind of around my eyebrows, just kind of like from congestion on the skin building up over time. Eventually they turn into massive zips and they go away, but I'd rather not pop them because they turn into spots instantly, basically. But my point was, when I get a spot and it goes away, I kind of get like a little dry patch where the spot is, and I moisturise it, but it's still really, really dry. And when I've worn Benefit Professional before, it clings to those patches because it's such a dry silicone based primer. It's very, very good for filling in your pores, so if you're going to use that on, and you really desperately want to use that primer on dry skin, just put it in the areas that you need. Just put it down the centre of the nose if you have open pores in your nose. Sometimes I have pores around my cheeks area. Anywhere you have large pores, you can put that primer on your forehead as well, or anywhere that your makeup tends to slip and slide. But please, please, please don't use it if you've got dry, kind of flaky skin after having spots or something like that, because it just won't look good. It may look good at first, but I promise you within a few hours you'll have kind of these dry, flaky bits of skin, and it's just not a good look. But it's a good primer, not for really dry skin. Could have said that in a shorter sentence, Siobhan. What are you going to do, eh? Foundation is the complete base to makeup. Everyone knows it, even though personally I think it's eyes, because eyes are the nipples of the face. Foundation is your canvas. It makes your blank canvas to put your art on it, if you will, because personally to me, makeup is art. Here's your blank canvas. Now for foundations, I've got one for someone who likes a semi-matte finish, slash also someone who's got oily to combination skin, or normal, but if you've got normal skin and it's perfect, then you wouldn't want to put foundation on it. Anyway, if you've got dry or more sensitive kind of skin, then I've got this one for you. So I've got both options covered. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. My shade, I'm wearing this today, is Ivory Beige. I think this one might be discontinued because I did get it at Vista Village, which is a designer outlet store. However, they still do sell double wear, and I'm sure it's probably the same formula. It's probably just like a limited edition shade or something or other. I only have this one in a very dark shade because it was at Vista Village, and I was like, okay, I'm going to pick up a shade that I can only wear when I fake tan, because it's a very expensive foundation. Even though I'm getting it for cheap, I want to savour it. And that's what I'm wearing now. It matches my neck, doesn't match my face at all. NARS Sheer Glow foundation is very, very, very good. You've got to shake it before you use it. It's not sheer, it has a medium to full coverage. It's a sheer glow because it gives a sheer kind of glow to the face. It's kind of like a very confusing name, if you will. I like the way it smells as well. I can't describe the smell, it just smells clean. But these are the foundations I would go to. If you want a dewy finish and you've got dry skin or something like that, dry, dewy finish skin, there you go, this one. If you want a more matte finish, because this one does set and it's very, very, very full coverage, you've got oily combination skin, this is your buddy. With this one, that one, even though it's very full coverage, I put it on and you can still see my freckles. I'm going to zoom you in. So if you look ever so carefully, obviously the camera doesn't pick up colours as well as real life, but you can still see my freckles through the foundation, which I like because it still looks like skin and the rest of the skin is just covered up. So what I do with that foundation is I apply it from the outer parts of my face inwards, because my freckles are across my nose, so that way it's got the less amount of foundation on the inner parts of my face, if that makes sense, so it shows more of the freckles. So you can kind of alter it to where you want it to, just depending on where you start blending out first, because that's where you'll have the most product applied. The concealer I've chosen is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. My shade is NW20, slightly lighter than what my skin is right now, which is a dark Estee Lauder foundation. I've run out of this and I need to repurchase it, but I'm one of those people I just forget all the time, just don't think anything of it. This is the best concealer I've ever tried. It is not, it's kind of like a liquid, but a thick liquid for formula, if that makes sense. It's amazing. You can put it under your eyes as an under eye concealer, you can put it on spots, you can put it on other blemishes, you can even use it for highlighting, contouring if you mix and match your shades, like get a dark one, get a lighter one. And it's also formulated for priming the eyes as well. So for instance, if you just, you know, wanted to buy this all at once for some mad reason, you could buy this instead of the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and this can double up as both, because it has been made into a consistency that's good for priming the eyes as well. So this is a miracle product, and plus the tube looks kind of cute and professional looking, so I like it a lot. I like that a lot. Now I haven't really found a high-end contouring product that is a powder form that I really like, so I thought I'd be adventurous and chuck in a cream version contour to my starter kit. because I was actually thinking about it. I'm thinking sometimes cream contours can look more natural, obviously apart from the extreme Kim Kardashian look, to a powder contour. Obviously you just apply a little bit of it. This is the NARS creamy stick thingy in Cappadocia. It is matte and multiple stick. It's just literally just a brown, slightly warm toned stick. I think they do a cool toned one, don't take my word for that. And it looks nice as well because it's NARS. If you want just a very, very light natural contour, after you've applied your foundation, don't do this with Estee Lauder Double Wear because Estee Lauder Double Wear sets. Do it with a foundation that doesn't set instantly. Apply it just to your temples, just slightly under your jawline, just a tiny bit, because stuff is super duper pigmented. And then blend it in with the same brush used to apply the foundation. I promise you, it is one of those things that is a little, but it does a lot. Like, a lot. It's quite pricey, but I feel like it's worth it because I've had this for so long. And look how much is left. Look, we're still going. We're still going. We're still going. We stopped. This wouldn't be a favourites video of mine without my classic go-to highlighter that I don't shut up about and you're probably getting sick to death of in my tutorials. But I'm sorry, I just can't commit to another highlighter. I'm very loyal to this highlighter and he will forever be mine, and his name is Tobias. This is my Tobias Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC in Soft and Gentle. This is the best highlighter that I've ever tried in my entire life. I've used it on loads and loads and loads of people. It's lasted me for rude words ages. It's just amazing, and it's just, would you just look at that? Like, I probably haven't even put it on evenly, but I don't even care. It's one of those things, like, if I was drunk or decided to be a fairy for a day, I would literally just take this and just rub it all over my face. Beautiful. Like, I can't explain my love for this product. So I've chosen two blush favourites for this just because they're slightly different toned, and I feel like blush is one of those things that you kind of have to try and test to see what you like personally. So I've picked two of my faves. I have NARS Deep Throat and MAC Peaches. Peaches I wear pretty much every day of my every single goddamn life. It is amazing. It is, what finish is this? This is a sheer tone blush. So it means it's not insanely pigmented on purpose. Obviously MAC can do pigmentation if they wanted to give kind of like a natural finish. This blush it just makes me look healthy. It makes me look like I've been on like a nice sunny holiday for a couple days, or I don't know, it's just a really nice blush tone. And because it's peachy, it's not super pink, so it's not super Barbie, like I'd actually pinch my cheeks like the old days. It's not red, so I don't like have sunburn. It's literally just a perfect blush, and it doesn't have any shimmer, and I'm pretty damn sure. No shimmer in it at all. And so if you don't want loads and loads of shimmer in cheeks, personally myself, I don't really mind. It's amazing. It's just the most perfect blush ever. Now also, this is not competing with that blusher. My MAC Peaches is my #1 go-to blusher of the whole entire goddamn universe. But this is MAC on the Mind NARS Deep Throat blusher. This is kind of like a pink with a lot of gold shimmer running through it. It's almost like a pink, more deeper pink version of Orgasm. Orgasm is a pink brush with rose gold and gold glitter running through it. This one is a more, I would say it's like a slightly deeper version of that. Personally, that's how I would describe it. This is just gorgeous. This has quite a lot of shimmer in it, I think. Yeah, I would say it has quite a lot of shimmer in it. So probably not something you'd want if you want glitter all over your cheeks, but I have that MAC Peaches option for you. So NARS Deep Throat, MAC Peaches blusher, and a bit of MSF in Soft and Gentle, and your cheeks will look beautiful. So I've just gone through my pile of assorted goodies that I am in love with, and I think it is the perfect high-end slash kind of more expensive, mainly MAC products starter kit, and I think it's perfect for anyone who's looking to venture out to the high-end world, or just, you know, start off with makeup and you just want to go high-end. Perfect products, my go-to products of all time, pretty much. then give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I hope you learnt something from the video, if you got some little tips and tricks that I may or may not have spoke about. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Check out Jess's video below if you want a more cheaper version of this video. And she's really sweet, so go subscribe. And I shall see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.